This video is sponsored by GuitarFetish.com. Hi there, Perfecto the Castro here and welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. Our friends at GuitarFetish.com just sent me this Xaviere PRO510 single cut guitar. So in this video, I'm going to subject it to the real world gig test. Here we go. I'm sure every guitar tinkerer has heard of Guitar Fetish, or the shorthand name GFS. But if you haven't yet, then GuitarFetish.com is your one-stop website shop for pretty much any guitar part you'll ever need for both repairs and or modifications. From hardware screws and knobs, to pickups and electronics, to actual guitar bodies and necks, so you can put together your next homemade special guitar. For the DIY challenge, GFS also offers fully built instruments under the Slick and Xaviere brands, and everything is offered at friendly prices that won't break the bank. For example, this Xaviere PRO510 is priced at only $289 US, and GFS pickups range from $25 to $40. Big thanks to Guitar Fetish for sending me this guitar with extra GFS pickups and for sponsoring this video. This Xaviere PRO510 actually arrived the day before a gig with my band Rock Stallion, so I decided to subject it to trial by fire by gigging with it straight out of the box. No personal setup and even with the factory strings. Here's a few clips I got from that night. And we're back. So to answer the question posed by this video's title, yes, you can definitely gig with the Xaviere PRO510. And I could very well end the video here, but I'm going to take it a step further and set this guitar up to my liking. This way we get to inspect it up real close. And then after all the setup, I'm going to gig with it again. This also gives me the chance to share with you guys what I think should constitute a giggable guitar. Okay, so number one should be tuning stability. Okay, it should play and stay in tune, at least for an entire song. That way, in between songs, I can quickly step on my tuner and tune up. During the gig, I did notice that the PRO510's third string tends to creep up. Tends to go sharp even though I'm not doing anything to it. And a quick bend of the string will make that slip back into tune. That is the infamous G-string issue that plagues a lot of single cut Les Paul style guitars. So that is not limited to the Xaviere PRO510. In fact, even custom shop Gibson Les Pauls encounter that same issue, and it drives guitar players crazy. So while the strings are off, I'm going to clean the nut slots and lubricate it. That way we minimize friction as the string passes through the slots. And speaking of strings, the strings feel like 9s or really slinky 10s. These are lighter than what I'm used to. So I will be installing my string of choice, the Kurt Mangan Perfecto de Castro signature set, gauged 10 to 50. Okay. I use this set on all my guitars. Now, as far as the tuners go, they feel nice and solid, and they have a good gear ratio to them, which is important so that you can fine-tune your strings. These are not locking, but other than the inconvenience of wrapping strings around the posts, they work really well. And while I'm at it, I'm going to oil and condition the fretboard. It looks dry in some spots, and I'm going to take care of some fret ends poking out in the 15th to 17th fret area. This guitar shipped to me during the winter time, so I'm pretty sure that journey and the temperature changes affected the wood somewhat. However, it's not a big deal because I didn't feel any lifting frets or buzzing frets as I used this during the gig. And the fret sprout is pretty much just limited to this area. In the lower frets, everything feels nice and smooth. Now, the second thing that I look for in a giggable guitar is that it should let me play whatever I want and not hinder my technique or hinder my playing. And as you can see in the clips, I was able to find my way around the guitar neck pretty nicely on this Xaviere PRO510. Part of that is the guitar's weight. So typical single cut guitars are heavy, though this particular Pro 510 weighs in at around 8.5 pounds. So it's not super light, but then it's not a boat anchor. So I can easily gig with this all night and not have a sore back afterwards. So I like that very much. And finally, the third condition that needs to be met for a guitar to be giggable is that it should sound the way you expect it to. And this Xaviere PRO510 does exactly that. It sounds like a nice, beefy, and hard rockin' single cut guitar, as you've heard in those clips. So after I'm done with the setup, I'm going to plug it back in and we're going to explore some more tones. Now, I'm not going to detail every setup step in this video, though I do have videos where I do exactly that. And I will put cards above so that you can come back and watch it later. By the way, everything I use in this setup process will have affiliate links in the video description. So if you want to get into setting your own guitar up, or if you need to restock on your supplies, please buy from these links. This helps out a lot. Thank you so much. Yeah, this fretboard looks really thirsty. Now, the Xaviere single cuts come in basically two flavors. The Pro 500, which has a flame maple top, and this Pro 510, which has a quilted maple top. I don't know, I seem to have an unconscious bias for quilted maple because a lot of my guitars have quilted maple tops, and this is no exception. I just like it. Okay, so the oil is soaking in nicely into the fretboard. I'm gonna give that a few more minutes. And let's see, what else can we do? Now let's check out the hardware. This looks like the exact same hardware that I used on my rescued Gibson Les Paul video from a few years back. And I did mention in that video that I use GFS replacement parts. So yeah, this is a Tune-o-matic with brass saddles and a stop tailpiece, and these have a good weight to them. So if you've ever wondered if these GFS parts are good enough to use on the bigger branded guitars, then the answer is yes. Yes, you can. Okay, as we're waiting for the fretboard oil to fully soak in, let's take a sneak peek into what's under the hood. So that is the GFS Kwikplug system. So if I just pull on this wire, I'll be able to take the pickup off. There you go. The Kwikplug ready GFS pickups have this terminal right here, and you only need two plug this cable in and you are good to go. Let me switch to my handheld and I'll give you a close-up shot of this. Okay, there's the quick plug cable, and there you go. Nice clean routing and shielded paint. Now here's how easy it is to change pickup. So I have a GFS Dream 90 pickup right here, which is a single coil P90 pickup in a humbucker housing. So this is what you get. There's already a quick plug cable that you can solder to your pots if you want to, but I'll just pull this out. We don't need this here. Take out your humbucker, plug this in, and now technically I can install a P90 style neck pickup into this Pro510, though that will be a different video. I have something very special in store for that, so stay tuned. I will link to that video once everything is done in the end screen of this one. That way you can watch it one after the other. I can also reinstall this backwards and get in some Peter Green action. We'll do that next time, since you can see how easy it is to just mess around with the quick plug pickup system. Now I do have to mention one thing that I'm not too crazy about the Pro510, and that is these top hat knobs. I am a very dynamic player, and in the course of my playing, I tend to fiddle with my guitar's volume knobs a lot to get the different shades of overdrive and to get the different tones. And these are not very easy to turn in the heat of the moment, so to speak. Also, the Pro510 has coil splits for these humbuckers, and that is accessed via the push-pull pots on the tone knobs. And with the top hat knobs, it is kind of difficult to grab and pull, especially during playing. So I very much prefer speed knobs, and I know that Guitar Fetish sells Les Paul style speed knobs, so that is not a problem. That is something that I will be changing on this guitar fairly soon. Look at all this grime, and that is the same grime that I had on my fingers earlier. Ew. Wow, that looks so much better. Okay, I think time for new strings. Okay, my camera died during the string change part, so sorry about that, but all the strings are now installed, as you can see right here, and it's time to adjust the truss rod. I think we're done. Feels pretty good with my preferred strings. Anything lubricating the nut helped out with less friction, so the string does not bind at the nut slots. Pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna tidy up. I'm gonna give this Pro510 a haircut, reinstall the truss rod cover, and let's check out some tones. Okay, here she is, looking nice and pretty and clean with fresh strings. I'm back here in my desk and I'm plugged into Logic running Amplitude Max. Here is my default setting, which uses the the British crunch amp preset. So here we go. Bridge pickup first. Okay, middle. And I did mention that you can coil split these humbuckers. So neck pickup split. I believe the active coil is the inner one. If I flip the pickup around, it'll probably sound more like a proper neck single coil pickup, but that's for another video. Okay, now I'm gonna split the bridge, and here is the middle position, both pickups. So even though I am bending and pushing and hitting on these strings, they are holding their tune. So the setup did wonders to this guitar's playability. Okay, let's see. Bridge pickup. And I believe the inner coil is the active one during this split. However, we all know that we don't play single cut guitars for their coil split tone. So I'm going to go back to full humbucker mode, and I am going to call up some slash presets on Amplitube, and let's just see how close the Xaviere PRO510 can get to that sound. Okay, so here's the intro that everybody loves. I have to change it so I don't get demonetized. And hold on, we need to be in E flat. That's really close. Let's try another preset. Let's try another one. Sounds great. Okay, so this guitar is ready to gig. So cut to more gig clips. Enjoy.
Once again, on guitars, Perfecto de Castro.
setting up this Xaviere PRO510 to my liking, it is definitely a giggable guitar. It sounds and feels great, and I can play whatever I want without any hindrance to my hands. And at only $289 US, you can gig anywhere with it with peace of mind. Not only for reliability, but also for its value in case of loss. Again, big thanks to Guitar Fetish for sponsoring this video and for giving me free reign in presenting this Xaviere PRO510 to all you guys. If you want to buy your own PRO510 or any other GFS product, go to their website guitarfetish.com. Link in the description. Now, if you dug this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe if you haven't yet, and don't forget to ring that bell. And let me know what you think about the Xaviere PRO510 in the comments section. Now click on an end card to go watch another video, or you can go grab your guitar and play something. You all know the drill. Practice makes perfecto. Cheers, guys.